More violent storms are expected across the central portion of the U.S. later today as the system moves from Ohio into the mid-Atlantic. Jericka Duncan is in Mayfield where that tornado hit, and she joins us now. Jericka, describe the destruction. Wow, those are incredible images behind you there.
As you can see, I mean, the destruction, the aftermath, the damage, the debris is scattered throughout this community. I spoke to a sheriff's deputy who said this is where the tornado was concentrated, this portion of Mayfield. But look at this image behind me. This really tells the story. You're looking at metal that was actually the base of a trailer wrapped around a tree that has been cut off, uprooted. Again, just imagine how powerful those winds must have been to literally wrap metal around the tree, and not just once, but a few times. So officials have their work cut out in terms of just the cleanup efforts, because you wonder, how do you remove something like that? But all throughout, everywhere you turn, there's debris everywhere. You can see the wood, you can see the insulation. There's a baby carriage right here. And again, this is reminiscent of the fact that there were people living inside these homes, the home across the street, the trailer across the street, in terms of that being lifted off of its foundation and thrown all over the place. I want to just kind of walk through here carefully to give you a better sense of just how much damage we're talking about in this small section of Mayfield. Just look down here. We saw some cleanup crews coming to go back behind there, but it's just a mess. Again, insulation, this tree right here uprooted, a powerful tornado just kind of wreaking havoc in this neighborhood. Again, some people coming back to try and get what's salvageable. This truck right now filled with some of those things. There's reporters on the scene. Again, this home, this used to be a home according to neighbors, that was uprooted, and that is what we're seeing over here in terms of all of this mess that has to now be cleaned up. Officials again telling us, as you mentioned, about 10 people injured, no reports of any deaths. The National Weather Service is on their way here because they're now trying to determine exactly how powerful that tornado was and be able to categorize whether it was an EF1, 2, 3, etc. But a lot of devastation here for these people who are used to the severe weather, but obviously not a tornado of this magnitude. Again, survivors, as we know, we're not sure what happened to that family, but these were lived in homes. This is where people were. There's a woman right here behind me. You can see kind of going through the damage. She was out here earlier this morning looking like as though she was picking up some of this stuff and putting it in the truck here.
Yeah, I'm sure they're trying to collect anything that they can. You mentioned cleanup crews. I can't even imagine how you begin to clean this up. Jericka Duncan in Mayfield, Kentucky. Thanks so much, Jericka.